Yoga Asana Class. This is the last class out of the series that I've prepared for my channel, so I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions about any of the classes, please reach out to me on oxanabeam.com and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. So this is a Crown Chakra Asana class. As you probably already know if you watched my previous videos, Crown Chakra is located either at the top of our head or perhaps a few inches above, as what we're saying. I prefer to connect to the top of my head when I speak about Crown Chakra, and it represents gate into higher consciousness, into the wisdom, knowledge, and being present with silence and becoming one with the void, with silence. And in that state, we can actually obtain knowledge that is not accessible by our three-dimensional brain. So I hope you are ready for this class. And before we begin, I'd like to tell you that you would need a strap for this class, or if you don't have a strap, perhaps a belt or a scarf that you can utilize just for the beginning portion of the class and perhaps a little bit at the end. Today we will concentrate on truly connecting to our silence within through the flow that we're going to go through, and also working a little bit on our strength in the arms and the upper body, so we can move into headstand, or perhaps just prepare ourselves for the headstand. If headstand is not part of your practice, I will lead us into a different variations of the poses that can be utilized as well to target the crown chakra activation. If you have an essential oil like frankincense that works beautifully with crown chakra, please bring it and put a couple of drops on your palm. Rub your palms and inhaling deeply. This will help us to connect to our crown. It's a beautiful oil that does wonders, not just for the crown chakra, but for many other challenges, illnesses, and especially on a spiritual level, opening us up to higher dimensions. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me on oxanabeam.com. If you are interested in private classes or group classes, also reach out to me on oxanabeam.com. All the links are in the below. And also I wanted to make an announcement that in August and September I am running a heart-opening wellness retreat, full moon gazing heart recalibration retreat up in the mountains of California. So please join me if you wish to connect to your heart, to the nature, and truly recalibrate your inner state. All the details I am posting under this video. And now let's begin. Let's find our seat. Make sure that your seat bones are right under the shoulders. You can utilize a blanket or a bolster pillow, something that you can sit on, and your knees can be a little bit lower than your hips. This way you can hold your spine with a little bit more ease. And relax your shoulders. Your spine is aligned, your neck and head is a natural extension of your spine. Crown is reaching toward the sky. And gently close your eyes here. Place your palms on your knees. Breathe naturally. And with your eyes closed, imagine you are growing roots from your hips all the way into the earth. You weave in your roots deep, deep into Mother Gaia, hooking yourself, connecting yourself to the earth, feeling grounded, secure, protected. Imagine you're hooking your roots to the big stone that helps you to feel even more grounded and secure. With a next inhale, imagine drawing nutrients, minerals from the earth into your hips, into your tummy, into your chest, your throat, your head, all the way into the crown chakra. With your inner eye, imagining opening up the top of your head like a rooftop in the car, and feeling bright, white light shimmering down all the way into your crown, showering your full body with warmth, with bright color. Spend time in that moment of being showered by beautiful, warm, bright light. Find a moment of silence. Imagine not having skin just for a moment. And imagine that you are simply dissolving with all that is, not associating yourself with anything, not identifying yourself with anyone, being one with silence. And now, let's deeply start inhaling into our belly and moving that oxygen into our ribcage, chest, filling our body with oxygen and constricting at the back of the throat, making a sound of an ocean, exhaling all the air through the nose into our belly, and pulling the belly button toward the spine. Inhaling deeply through the nose into the belly, moving air into the ribcage and chest, feeling the body with prana. Exhaling through the nose from the chest, constricting at the back of the throat all the way into the belly, pulling the belly button toward the spine. Beautiful. Inhaling, filling the belly with oxygen, moving prana into the ribcage and chest, holding for 3, for 2, for 1, exhaling everything down from the chest into the ribcage, into the belly, pulling the belly button toward the spine. One more delicious inhale into the belly fully. In bringing into the chest, holding for 3, for 2, for 1. Exhaling everything down through the nose, into the ribcage, into the belly, pulling belly button toward the spine. Beautiful. You can keep your eyes closed, bring your head toward the chest. Feel the opening in the back of your neck. Send your head toward the right shoulder. Feel the opening on the left side of your neck. Send your head toward the back. Feel the opening in the front side. Send your head toward the left shoulder. Feel the opening on the right side of your neck. Send the head toward the chest. And let's do one more circle to the right shoulder. Send it back. Feel the opening in your neck. Send it toward the left shoulder and toward the chest. Switch directions. Move your head toward the left shoulder. Send the head toward the back. Right shoulder. Feel the opening on the left. Send your head toward the chest. One more circle to the left shoulder. Back. Toward the right shoulder. And bring your head toward the chest. Beautiful. And now bring your hands to touch the ground in front of you. And push the ground away from you with your hands, opening up the chest. Feeling the opening in your chest, crown is reaching toward the sky. Exhale, curve your back and push the ground away from you. Feel the curve in your back. Opening up the shoulders. Inhale, open up the chest. Crown reaching toward the sky. Feel the opening in the lower belly. Opening in the chest and lower back. Exhale, push the ground away from you by curving the back. Crown is reaching toward the ground now. Inhale, open the chest up. Exhale, find the neutral pose. Now grab your strap or belt or a scarf and grab the strap with both hands. Make sure that you're grabbing at the distance that is wider than your shoulder length. And bring the strap in front of you here. On the next inhale, let's lift the strap above the head. Feel the opening in the shoulder blades here, in the chest. Exhale, lower the strap toward the back. Feel the opening here. Inhale, lift the strap above the head. Exhale, lower it in front of the chest. Inhale, lift the strap above the head. Exhale, start lowering the strap toward the back. Feel the opening in the chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it down in front of the chest. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring it toward the chest. Feel the opening in the shoulder blades here. Beautiful. Inhale, lift it up. And now let's start lowering right hand toward the ground. Opening up the left side of our body here. See if you can even open your chest toward the sky just a bit. Feel the opening on the left side. Breathe into the left side of the ribs here. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift up to the neutral position here. Exhale, start lowering your left hand toward the ground here. Open that chest up toward the sky. Breathe. See if you can lower yourself even lower. Feel the opening on the right side of your body. Inhale one more time. Exhale, start bringing yourself toward the center and lower the hands toward the ground and remove your strap to a side for a moment. Bring your palms in front of your hips. Lift lift your hips off the ground and intertwine your legs. And let's find ourselves in a tabletop position here. Remove your blanket. And let's move into cat-cow pose here. Let's align first. Your wrists are right under your shoulders. Your knees are right under your hips. Your knees are shoulder width apart. Fingers are wide open. You can see the mat between your fingers. And let's inhale and drop the belly toward the ground. Tailbone is reaching toward the sky. Crown is reaching toward the sky. Open up. Exhale, curve your back. Tailbone reaching toward the ground. Feel the curve. Feel the stretch. Inhale, drop the belly. Crown reaching toward the sky. Open up. Exhale, curve the back, tailbone toward the ground. Feel the stretch in your shoulder blades. Inhale, drop the belly. Tailbone reaching toward the sky. Crown is open. Exhale, curve the back. Beautiful. Inhale, drop the belly. Open up. Exhale, curve the back. And now push your hips toward the heels and circling toward the right side. Bring hips up, move in circular directions and push hips back toward the heels. Inhale, lift the hips off. And exhale, push them back. Move in a circular movement here. Find your flow. Push hips back toward the heels. Inhale, lift them up. Circle. Exhale, push them down. Switch directions. Inhale, lift them toward the left side. Circle around. Exhale, push them toward the heels. Beautiful. Find your flow. Move, connect to your body here. This is your time. This is your practice. Let's awaken our body. Move, connect to the flow of life. Beautiful. More we connect to our body, our 5 senses, more we actually connect to our intuition and higher consciousness. And now let's find ourselves in neutral position here, tabletop. And let's extend our right foot out and massage your toes here. Awaken your right leg. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings and calves. Beautiful. And lift your leg off the ground. Hips at the hip level, not higher. And see if you can lift your left hand off the ground here. And it's with shoulder level. Let's inhale, lengthening both limbs out. Exhale, bring your elbow to touch the knee. Inhale, extend both limbs. Exhale, bring knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend both limbs out. Bring your elbow to touch the knee. Beautiful. Inhale one more time. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Keep your leg off the ground. And let's inhale here, and on the exhale, let's start lowering our chest toward the ground by bending our elbows toward the back here. Beautiful. See if you can perhaps touch the ground with your forehead. Exhale, lift up. Let's do this one more time. Inhale here. Exhale, lower yourself toward the ground. Elbows are facing back. Hold, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, start lifting yourself up. And bring your knee toward the ground here. Beautiful, doing wonderful. Extend your left leg all the way back. on your toes and start massaging your toes, moving your self back and forth on the toe, awakening the left leg here. Beautiful. Feel your calves, feel your hamstrings. Lovely, beautiful. And now lift your left leg all the way up, the same level as your hips, and find your balance here first, and extend your right hand out, shoulder level, and let's find the balance here. Let's inhale, lengthening both limbs, and on the exhale, bring your elbow to touch your knee. Inhale, extend the limbs out. Exhale, bring elbow to touch your knee. Inhale, extend, find your balance here. Exhale, bring the elbow to knee. Inhale, extend your arm and leg out, bring your hand toward the ground, keep your left leg still lifted. And on the exhale, let's start bending our elbows toward back, lowering the chest over the ground. Perhaps you can touch the ground with your forehead. Inhale, lift up, hold for a moment. Let's inhale here, and on the exhale, start lowering your chest toward the ground. Hold, elbows are back. Beautiful. Inhale, lift yourself up, lower your knee toward the ground, and push your hips toward the ground. Let's move into a child's pose here. Perhaps open up your knees a little bit more and bring your forehead to touch the ground here. This is the pose that you can always go back to and find that silence here. Beautiful. Slowly, let's start lifting our hips off the ground. And let's find ourselves in a neutral tabletop position here. And we're going to move into the thread the needle pose. Let's inhale and lift our right arm off the ground toward the sky. And on the exhale, let's bring our hand between the knee and the left hand. Don't put it on the ground just yet, just hovering it. Inhale, lift it up off the ground, open up your right side. Exhale, thread it between the knee and the hand, and lower it all the way to the ground here. Lower your right shoulder to the ground and start walking your left hand toward the front edge of the mat, opening up the shoulder. Beautiful. Feel the opening here. And make sure that your hips are on the same level here. Make sure that your right hip is reaching toward the front and left hip is back. So they're on the same level, facing forward. If you want extra stretch, see if you can bring your left hand by tucking it into the right hip here, opening up the chest even more, and shoulders. Breathe here. If you cannot do this, that's okay. Keep your hand where it was. Take another deep breath here. Exhale. And start walking your hand toward the shoulder and lift yourself up. Bring the right hand all the way up again. See and feel the stretch. Exhale, bring it toward the ground. Let's do the same thing on the opposite side. Inhale and lift our left hand all the way up. Feel the opening. Exhale, thread the needle and hover your left hand all the way on the ground, above the ground. Inhale, open up, extend the arm all the way up. Exhale, bring it through, hovering it for a moment and lay it on the ground. You can walk your right hand toward the front edge of the mat and see if your
Left shoulder is fully pressed against the ground here. Make sure your hips are squared away. Your left ear is on the ground. And if you want extra stretch, bring your right hand into your hip, into your left hip. You can tuck it under and open that shoulder even more. Breathe into your shoulder here, opening up that chest. Make sure that your hips are leveled. Perhaps you need to bring your left hip back and the right hip move forward. Breathe into this pose, feel the opening. Beautiful. And let's take another inhale, and on the exhale, start walking your hand toward the place under your right shoulder. Lift yourself up. Inhale, extend your left hand above your head. Exhale, bring it toward the ground. Here, tuck your toes under and slowly start lifting your hips all the way up. First, bend your knees one knee at a time. Downward facing dog. Let's find our pose here so we know how to properly do it. Open your fingers wide open. Create a little bit of a hollow space between the ground and your palms, like you're grabbing the ground. This way you can push yourself away from the ground firmly without putting any weight in your shoulder joints. So your inner elbows are facing one another. Your shoulders are away from the ears. Tailbone is reaching toward the sky. Your lower belly is reaching toward the thighs. Bend your knees one at a time, massage them. Find that lengthening in your spine. See if you can create a little bit of a curve in your lower back. Tailbone is reaching toward the sky, thighs are reaching toward the belly. Breathe here. And perhaps focus on your crown chakra here. Let's bring our focus into the crown. Let's breathe into the crown chakra. And breathe out of the mouth. Let's breathe in into the crown. Breathe out of the mouth. Beautiful. Let's inhale here and move into the plank pose. Beautiful. Find your plank. Find your plank here. Your wrists are right under your shoulders here. Fingers are wide spread open. You're kicking through your heels here. Find the plank. Feel the pose here. And push back into downward facing dog. Beautiful. See maybe if there is more lengthening in your lower back. Perhaps there is more stretch in your hamstrings here. Let's inhale, find the plank again. Feel the strength in our abs, in our shoulders. And here, make sure you're doing the same thing. You're grabbing earth with your fingers, creating a little bit of a hollow space so you're not sinking into your shoulder joints. You're kicking through the heels here. Abs are engaged, zipped up. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. See if anything improved in your dog right now. Test your back. Push the earth away from you. Beautiful. Inhale deeply here. And exhale with open mouth. One more time, inhale. Exhale through the mouth. And start slowly walking toward the front edge of the mat, laying one toe at a time, feeling the ground under your feet. Let's walk consciously. And at the same time, feel the stretch in your calves, in your lower back. So be fully present when you are walking on the ground, laying every corner, every four corners of your feet. And when you get to the front edge of the mat, you can bend your knees as much as you need, grab opposite elbows here, and allow the gravity to drop you down. Your crown is reaching toward the ground. Tailbone is reaching toward the sky. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings, in your calves. And you can move from one side to another. You can even shake your head, say yes and no with your neck. Allow the body just be. Feel your body. Beautiful. And drop your hands toward the ground. And slowly start lifting yourself up one vertebra at a time. Slowly feeling your body. Bring your shoulders toward your ears and move them back and down. Close your eyes here. And if you can, bring your big toes to touch or keep your feet shoulder width apart. And see if you can move forward so you can feel all 10 toes. And see if you can move back so you can feel your heels. Move toward the right edges of your feet, on both feet. And then move toward the left edges of your feet. And now create a little circle moving forward to the right, back toward your heels, toward the left edges, toward the toes again. And see if you can feel all four corners of your feet. And perhaps switch a direction, go to the right edges of your feet, towards your toes, left edges, back toward the heels. Fully feel how your feet are grounded. And this way you can find your center when all complete, both feet are well grounded. Beautiful. And here, let's align our body. Your knees are facing up. Your tailbone is tucked in. Palms are facing forward. Ribs are zipped in. Shoulders are relaxed and away from the ears. Your back is aligned fully. Neck is aligned. Natural extension of your back. Head is aligned, your crown is reaching toward the sky, your chin is slightly tucked in. So feel your body. Allow your body to be aligned, yet at the same time relaxed. Have a full connection with your body, starting from your feet, all four edges of your feet, moving into your kneecaps, into your tailbone, into your hips, into your ribs, into your palms, into your chest opening up, shoulders are away from the ears, natural neck, chin slightly tucked in, and crown reaching toward the sky. Feel your body fully. Breathe. And let's inhale deeply and extend our hands all the way up above the head. And let's
interlace our fingers, allowing our index fingers being lifted all the way up, creating like a barometer. Beautiful. And let's inhale and lengthen our spine. Shoulders are away from the ears, relaxed. And exhale. Inhale, lengthening. And on the exhale, let's start curving toward the right side. Half moon. Feeling the stretch on the left side of the body. Index fingers are reaching toward the sky. Open up the side. Inhale, bring your body into the neutral middle position. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Again, shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. Index fingers are reaching toward the sky. Exhale, start curving toward the left side. Half moon here. Feel the grounding in your feet. You're fully grounded, yet you are curving toward the left side with your index fingers pointed up. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale, bring yourself all the way up. Let's do this one more time. Inhale, lengthening toward the sky. Shoulders are relaxed. Exhale, start bending toward the right side. Tailbone is tucked in. You're grounded through your feet. Breathe here, opening up the left side of the body. Exhale, bring yourself into the center. Inhale, lengthening up. Indexes are facing the sky. Shoulders are relaxed. Exhale, start leaning toward the left side. Grounded through your heels, through your toes, through your all four sides of the feet. Tailbone is tucked in. Indexes are reaching toward the sky. Beautiful. Open up that right side of the body. Inhale here. And exhale, bring yourself to this center. Inhale, open up the hands, uninterlace your hands, open the chest. Exhale, bring them into the prayer pose and start folding forward. Beautiful. Inhale, half lift here. Your hands can be at your knees as long as your spine is aligned and crown is reaching toward the front. Exhale, bring yourself all the way down. Place your palms toward the ground. And extend your right leg all the way back. Beautiful. You're kicking through your right heel here. Place your right palm on the ground and start lifting your left hand above your head, side stretch here. Feel the opening in your left side. You're kicking through your right heel here. Feel the opening in your groin and in your hips. Twist, breathe. Perhaps your head can face the sky as well. Inhale one more time here. Exhale, bring the left palm toward the ground. Lower your right knee to the ground. Untuck your toes and bring your hands towards your knee. Low lunge. Sink into the hips here. Your tailbone is slightly tucked in. Shoulders are away and relaxed here. Inhale, maybe you can lift your hands above your head here. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. Melt it around the spine. Exhale, melt into your front hip. Inhale, lengthening here. Exhale, bring your palms toward the ground and push your hip toward the back leg. Beautiful. Your hips are facing forward and you are leaning towards your knee. Make sure that your spine is aligned here. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen the spine here. Exhale, start leaning, folding toward the left knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine, crown is reaching forward. Exhale, start folding toward the left knee. Inhale, lift up, bend into the low lunge, and tuck your toe under and step back into the downward facing dog here. Beautiful. Then start slowly walking toward the front edge of the mat, feeling every toe, every step, feeling the calves. Beautiful. And as you get toward the front edge of the mat, grab your opposite elbows here again. Bend your knees again. Start swaying from one side to another. Feeling this stretch in your legs. And start lifting yourself up one vertebra at a time. Bringing your shoulders toward the ears. Beautiful. Find your center here. Align yourself. Tailbone is tucked in. You're feeling all four edges of your feet. Chest is rising up. Chin is slightly tucked in. Crown is reaching toward the sky. Feel the opening in your crown. Feel the bright, warm, white light pouring through. Inhale, lift your hands all the way up above the head. Open the chest up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, spine is aligned. Exhale, fold forward. And step your left leg all the way back. Plant your left palm on the ground. And start lifting your right hand above the head, side twist. Beautiful. Breathe here. Feel the stretch in your hips, in your chest. Your head perhaps is facing up. See if you can see your thumb on your right hand. Breathe here. You're kicking through the left heel. See if you can maybe lower your hips even lower in one beautiful continuous line. Inhale one more time here. Exhale, bring your palm toward the ground. And lower your left knee toward the ground. Low lunge. Bring your hands to touch your knee. Make sure that your front knee is 90 degrees here. Feel the opening in your hips. Inhale, lift your hands above your head. Shoulders are away from the ears. Relax, melt it around your spine. Exhale, melt into the front hip here. If you need to, you can keep your hands at your knee. Inhale, lengthening, reaching toward the sky with your hands and with your crown. Exhale, melting to the front hip. Inhale, one more time, lengthening. Exhale, bring your palms down and start straightening your right leg and bringing your hips toward the left heel here. Feel the stretch in your right calf. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, start folding toward the right knee. Feel the stretch. Your hips are squared away. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, start folding toward the knee. Beautiful. Breathe into the knee. Breathe into the calves more than anything. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Crown is reaching forward. Exhale, start folding toward the right knee. Beautiful. Inhale. Bend your right knee here. And step back into downward facing dog. Slowly start walking toward the front edge of the mat. One step at a time. Feel the grounding. And as you get to the front edge of the mat, start lifting up one vertebra at a time. Bringing the shoulders toward your ears and lowering them down. Here, step your left leg back into warrior two. Open yourself up. Both hands are shoulder width apart, reaching toward the opposite directions. Your front toes are facing toward the front edge of the mat, and your back toes are facing forward.
Make sure that your heels are in one line. When you are looking down at your right toe, you can see it. If you cannot, then move your knee away. Sink even deeper, warrior two. Breathing, shoulders are away and relax from the ears. You're gazing on your middle index. You're gazing on your index finger here. Melting in deeper. You can see if you can sink deeper here. Breathe into the pose. Flip your front palm and start moving into reversed warrior. Lift your right arm above the head. Left hand on your right knee. Beautiful. Open up the chest. Feel the opening. Breathe. Exhale, bring your right elbow to your right knee. Lateral angle, bring your left hand above your head. Sink into the pose. You are pushing on the outer edges of your feet here, keeping the balance, opening up. Left hand reaching toward the sky, above your head, as your crown reaching toward the sky. Inhale, bring your hands to both directions. Straighten your front leg and bring your toes inward, facing toward the side edge of the mat. Interlace your hands behind your back. Open your chest. Inhale here. On the exhale, start folding forward. Make sure that your toes are facing in for a better stability here. Beautiful. Fold forward. Make sure that your back is aligned. Inhale. And on the exhale, bring your hands toward the ground. Inhale, open up. And start walking with your hands toward the left back edge of your mat. Rotate your left toes to face back edge of the mat. Bend your front knee. And start slowly rising up into warrior two on the left side. Align yourself here. You can keep your steady balance here. Your both feet are strong. Both heels are in one alignment. Look down and see if you can see your left toe. If not, then lower yourself even more and move your knee to the left. You're reaching toward the back edge of the room or the front edge of the mat with your right hand. See if you can push yourself even more back so you can find that inner center in the middle of your body. Flip your front hand and start lifting it up into reversed warrior as your right hand sliding down your right leg. Sink into this pose, open up the left side of your body. Breathe. Crown is reaching toward the sky. Left hand is reaching toward the sky. It's almost like they're helping one another to reach higher. Open your ribs and side for more space to come in. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, start bringing your left elbow toward the left knee and lifting your right hand above the head. Lateral angle here. Feel the opening on the right side. See if you can lower your hip even more so you're in one alignment. Your right hand and arm and right leg is like one diagonal line. Beautiful. Inhale one more time. Exhale, start rising up into warrior two. Straighten your front leg and bring your toes in. And interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, start folding forward. Beautiful. Fold all the way forward. Perhaps you can even place your crown on the ground. See if that can happen. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring your hands toward the ground. See if you can walk back even more. And this way you can bring the crown to reach the ground. Hold if you can. Keep on breathing. Your toes are facing in for stability. And you should feel the stretch in your calves, hamstrings. Slowly start walking your hands back toward the side edge of the mat and move and walk them toward the right side of the mat. Step back into downward facing dog. And let's go through a flow if you wish, or you can take a child's pose. Let's inhale and find ourselves in the plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin to the ground. Inhale, push forward into cobra. Open up your chest toward the sky. Exhale, lower your chest toward the ground. Tuck your toes under and push your hips back toward the heels. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now let's bring our knees toward the ground and hold here in child's pose. Bring your hips toward the heels. Lower your chest toward the ground. Lower your forehead toward the ground. And you can move your head from one side to another, rolling on your forehead. Massage your third eye. Beautiful. Connect to your body. Slowly lift yourself with your fingers off the ground and start walking your palms toward the front edge of the mat into the extended puppy pose, lowering the chest toward the ground. Additional shoulder opening here, and lower your forehead to the ground. You can keep your chin on the ground for a deeper opening of your shoulder blades and chest and heart. Beautiful. Feel the opening in this extended puppy pose. It's a beautiful pose for shoulder opening, beautiful for heart opening and throat opening. Breathe into here. And bring your fingers to touch the ground and lift your chest off the ground. Start walking back towards your knees. Bring your knees to touch one another. We are going to go into a rabbit pose. And first, sit on your heels here, lengthening your spine. Before we are going to move to a rabbit pose, grab an essential oil, preferably frankincense, and place a few drops of essential oil. You can rub your hands and smell it deeply. And even place a drop on the top of your crown. And now we can proceed toward the rabbit pose. Slowly start folding down toward the crown. Bring your palms to touch your feet here, like you're hugging, grabbing your feet, and start lifting your hips off the ground so your crown is touching the ground now. This is a rabbit pose. This is a good replacement for headstand. So you can really just take this pose. If you continue staying here, please do so. If you want to proceed into shoulder stand pose, you can lower your heels toward the ground. Bring your palms to touch and just lift yourself up. If you don't want to proceed into the headstand, then you can relax in child's pose, or you can do legs against the wall. I'm going to show you just in a moment. If you wish to continue with the headstand. Bring your palms on the ground, parallel one with another, like number 11. Grab your opposite elbows with hands. This is the distance that you need to utilize for a stand. Extend your hands out and interlace the fingers and keep them here. This is the pose. Lift your sit bones, tuck your toes under, and start lifting your sit bones off the ground. And first just be here for a moment. See how it feels. And then start slowly walking toward your head as much as you can. Lower your head toward your palms. This is your ground. And start lifting one leg at a time and lower it to the ground. Lift another leg off the ground. And make sure before moving up, you are aligned fully. Your spine is fully aligned, so your hips are all the way up. And start bringing yourself all the way up. You're using your core. And slowly back down. And just rest. If a headstand is not part of your practice, you can simply do the same thing against the wall. Let me show you. The same concept. And you're holding yourself up more than anything with your hands and shoulders. Back down. Beautiful. And if you don't want to do this, another variation you can try is shoulder stand or a plow pose. Sit on your hips, lie down gently. Bend your knees, roll over your head. Make sure that you're bringing your shoulders as close as possible with one another. Bring your hands toward your back and start lifting your legs up. Here again, our head below the heart. So the heart is above us. So align your pose here. And whenever you're done, lower one leg at a time. And slowly, you can even grab your mat. Start rolling down one vertebra at a time. One vertebra at a time, slowly. Beautiful. And whatever pose you are done with, find yourself laying on the ground. Here. We'll finish it up with a bit of a hip opener. Extend your right leg all the way up. Bend your right knee and place it on top of the left knee. Make sure that your right foot is bent. Grab your left thigh with your hands. Interlace it behind the left thigh. And lay your shoulders on the ground. Start pulling the left thigh toward your chest and right knee away from the chest. And just melt into this pose. Feel the opening on the right side of your right hip. Outer edge of your hip. Breathe into this pose. Beautiful. And slowly start
Start lowering right leg toward the left side of you, so you can have another extended stretch of your right side and right hip. This is one of my favorite stretches. I do it almost every night. Feel the opening on the right side. And if you need to pause this video to do more of a headstand, please do so. That's why the recordings are so helpful. You can actually pause it and do it. And then move into the hip opener. Inhale, bring your knee upward and release the right leg toward the ground. Extend your left leg up. Bring your left foot on top of the right knee. Flex your left foot. Interlace your hands behind the right thigh and lay your shoulders on the ground. Here you start pulling the thigh toward your chest and left knee away from your chest. Feel the stretch on the left side of your hip. Outer edge of the left hip is being stretched here. If you need more stretch, just keep on pulling the thigh toward your chest even more as you are pushing the knee away from your chest. Breathe into the hip. And gently start lowering the left foot toward the right side of your body, so you can have an additional stretch on the left side and your hip. We just constricted the hip, and now we are expanding, opening up the hip here with a different movement. It's the opposite. Breathe into the hip here. And more than anything, try to relax. Beautiful. And on the next inhale, bring your legs up and release your left foot toward the ground. Now let's grab our big toes with our fingers into a happy baby pose. Additional hip opener here. Make sure that your shoulders are as much as possible laying on the ground. If they're not, grab your ankles here or outer edges of your legs, whichever you prefer, whichever is allowed by your body at this moment. And maybe even roll from one side to another. Feeling good. You can extend one leg at a time. Feel the stretch on the back leg. And slowly release your legs toward the ground. And we're going to go into the last pose, bridge. Bring your heels as much as possible toward the hips. Beautiful. Your palms and hands are parallel with your body. And on the inhale, let's lift our hips off the ground, pressing with our palms, opening up the hips toward the sky. Breathe here. Chest is rising up. Feel the opening. It's a great hip opener and chest opener. Inhale. Exhale, lower your hips toward the ground. Now let's do this one more time. Inhale, lift your hips off the ground. Pressing firmly with your palms. And push your hips out. Breathe here.
Imagine you have a block between your thighs. And exhale, lower the hips toward the ground. Beautiful. Hug your legs here and roll from one side to another, massaging the lower back. Beautiful. Place your feet mat width apart. Lower the palms on the ground. And move your knees to one side and another like car's windshield wipers. Beautiful. It's another beautiful hip opener. Before we go to a Shavasana meditation. Nice. And now bring your knees up. Extend your one leg out and another leg out. And now bring your fingers toward the back of your head and scroll them from the neck all the way toward the forehead and lay your head all the way down. Grab your shoulders with opposite hands. Open your shoulder blades all the way. Lay one shoulder and the second and open your hands and lay them down toward the ground. We're going to move into Shavasana here. Your both feet are relaxed. Every toe is relaxed. Your knees are relaxed. Your thighs are fully sinking in, relaxed. Your hips are relaxed. Your tailbone is heavy, relaxed. Your stomach, relaxed. Your ribs are relaxed. Your spine is relaxed. Your chest, relaxed. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your throat, relaxed. Your fingers are relaxed. Your arms are relaxed. Your tongue is relaxed. Your jaws are parted, relaxed. Small muscles behind your eyes are relaxed. Your forehead is relaxed. There is no expression on your face. Your body is fully relaxed. Shavasana. You have gone on a journey. You have touched, you have tasted, you have seen, and you have heard. You have loved and lost and loved again. You have learned, you have grown. You have arrived at your destination intact. And now, at the end of the journey, you are almost home. There is but one step left, the biggest and the smallest of them all. It is the biggest, for it takes us the farthest. It is the smallest because we are already there. There is one more door to open, and it contains the key to all that lies beyond. You hold that key, but you cannot see it. It is not a thing. It is not a way. It is a mystery. Allow yourself to review the places you have gone, remembering the touch of flesh to earth, the flow of movement and power, the song of love in your heart, the memories imprinted in your mind. Who is that remembers? Who has traveled on this journey? Is it your body? Then what has guided you? What is it that has grown? Through what have you traveled? Who now would hold that key that can't be seen? The key that cannot lock. The answer to this is the key itself. All wisdom is within you. Nothing is beyond you. The kingdom is before you, within you, and around you. Slowly start moving your toes and fingers, waking up your body. Perhaps move your head to one side and another. Extend your hands above your head for additional last stretch. Feel the opening in your body, the relaxation in your muscles. Slowly bend your knees and move to one side into a fetus pose using one arm as a pillow. Take your time here, feel comfortable. And slowly, whenever you're ready, with the help of your hands, start pushing your chest off the ground, the head being the last. Keep your eyes closed and find yourself in a sitting position that you are comfortable with. Keep your eyes closed. Feel the opening in your crown chakra. Feel how warmth is pouring through the crown chakra into your third eye, between the eyebrows, into your throat, into your heart, down all the way into the solar plexus, right below the heart and above your belly button, pouring all the way into the sacral chakra between the belly button and your pelvic, and all the way into the root chakra at the base of your spine, connecting all 7 energetic wheels in unison dance, spinning the energetic wheels at the same time. Feel the connection within your body. Feel the integrity within your body, moving from crown chakra into the sacral, into the solar, into the heart, into the throat, into the eye, between the eyebrows, into the crown, all the way into the cosmos, aligning you with your truth, with your energy, with your divinity, with your higher wisdom and consciousness. Breathe in. Slowly bring your head towards your chest and roll it toward the right shoulder. Send it back. Roll it toward the left shoulder and forward. Circle your head toward the left shoulder and back toward the right shoulder and toward the chest. Slowly open your eyes and bring your head to face forward. Bring your palms to touch in front of your chest and bow yourself in gratitude for dedicating this time to yourself, to your body, to elevating and expanding your consciousness through this practice. And I thank you in gratitude for allowing me to be your guide through this journey. Namaste. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through this class and through previous chakra classes. This is the last class for the 21 videos that are targeting our 7 chakras. If you have any questions, please connect to me at oxanabeam.com. If you wish to practice with me in private or in group classes, I'm available on my website. And if you wish to learn about essential oils,
I host free classes and I gift my participants with a free doTERRA essential oil to try. You can reach me at oxanabeam.com, and I welcome you to join me on the next retreat, August 20th through 23rd and September 17th through 20th in the mountains of California for 4 days and 3 nights. We are going to dive into our heart space in the nature. Hot springs, yoga, qigong, free flow and movement, relaxed and restorative yoga. We are going to meet full moon up in the mountains, eating, drinking beautiful teas, dancing, celebrating, enjoying openness, freedom, and connection to nature. If you have any questions, reach out to me. The link is listed in this space in the comments below. I thank you again that you are joined me through this journey, and I hope you come back. Have a blessed time. Thank you.